Hey y'all, and welcome to my review of XCom 2 War of the Chosen. Um, it is by far probably the best DLC I've played on any game. Um, as the developers said, the DLC itself was so big, they actually considered creating a whole different game out of it. And it's basically what it is. It's a whole new game. So it works the same way that Unknown works within, or within works with Unknown. You get the choice in the menu. Anyway, I love the way it starts. I like the different new maps, the new different environments. The new cityscapes are interesting. Uh, and when you have the grapples, um, the cityscapes make it a godsend um, to have because it's a free action. Um, the tunnels are interesting, especially if you don't know that's where you're going and you take a sniper. Because there's nowhere to go up with a sniper really in the tunnels. And if you don't have the Dark Lance already uh, from the Hunter, which grants you uh, a shot with the rifle, even after one action, uh, it does make it difficult. The tunnels got a whole lot easier after I got the Dark Lance, at least with the snipers. Uh, I like the ability point system. It's really cool to be able to go through in the new training center and use ability points to get to either double up on skills that are normal to the class, like on my snipers I had, or at least one of them anyway, I had both face off and kill zone. Uh, on one of my rangers, at least one of my rangers, I had both implacable and untouchable. Um, I've seen, and then there's the ability to get abilities that each class wouldn't normally get, um, like with the Templars. I've seen it on some of the guys I watch on YouTube. One in particular, Christopher Odd. Um, if you like gameplay videos, check him out if you haven't already. I love Christopher Odd. Um, he's too cool. Um, he's not even finished with his campaign yet, actually. Um, he had Blade Storm on his Templar, um, which is a ranger ability, which I thought was interesting. Rupture, which is a grenadier ability on a ranger. Chain shot on a sniper, um, all of which I had on mine. Um, running gun, I had a running gun on one of my specialists and one of my grenadier, my main grenadier. Um, it's just really interesting, the different, and then for the and then for the three new factions, their various abilities are at a different layer to the, give you more options in the way you set up actions, battle actions, um, like the Claymore. The nice thing about one thing I like about the Claymore is, so long as you haven't had to move with a Reaper, you can throw the Claymore and then use the Reaper to set it off. Problem is, unless you have what's that ability? Can't think of it right now. It's an ability that means you can take it if you take a shot and make a kill, you don't get exposed. You stay in concealment, guaranteed. Um, which is interesting later in the game when you have some of the Reaper's other abilities like Needle, um, which grants you 2 armor piercing, Sting, which is shot, the guaranteed shot from Shadow, where you don't get out of concealment. It only does 6, 7 damage, but it's guaranteed 6, 7 damage, and you don't break concealment at all. Whereas if you use something, you can regular shot in conjunction with the Claymore, you're almost guaranteed to be exposed unless you get a kill. And most of the time when I do that, there's no kills involved, which leaves me exposed. I like the Ionic Storm and the Volt abilities on the Templars. The ability to move after you make a hit. It's sort of like having Implacable without a kill. It's called Momentum. Or Parry. We're using Parry, which, so long as there's not too many enemies, you're good to go. What else? The Geoscape is different. They incorporated a lot of stuff from Long War into War of the Chosen, if you haven't played it yet. The strategy layer is a bit different. Like I said, with the abilities of the new factions, you get it adds new layers and options to the tactical layer, battle layer. Now, I did have one issue in the final mission. I ended up just saying, heck with it, and declaring it a win, even though I didn't win. I had taken my Reaper, a Sniper, one of my Psi Operatives, Grenadier, a Specialist on that mission, and plus the Commander's Avatar, of course. Made it through the entire first half without any major damage to anybody. Matter of fact, I had only light wounds. I didn't even bother healing. I had like 2 points here, 1 point here that were health-wise missing off of a couple of people. Because, crap happens. And I got into the final room, started setting everybody up where I wanted to without exposing the Avatar on the other side of the wall. And then moved my Reaper in so I could see the Avatar. And since I was still in Shadow, and I still had Sting left, I took the shot. Now what I forgot is I have the superior repeater on the Reaper's rifle. It executed the Avatar. And then I moved everybody else in and started and killed the 2 Archons that come in with the first Avatar. And then nothing. No other groups spawned, no Avatars spawned. It's a glitch that I tweeted to Veraxis. They're going to have to fix that. But I figured, and then because it wasn't spawning anything, I went back to a previous save because I don't do Iron Man. I was able to go back to a previous save and pre-exposure of the Avatar, set everybody up again, set the Reaper up again, and then took the Sting shot from Shadow again. Same result. Now, I'd like to say, because I did that twice in a row, I probably almost guaranteed would have won that game, no problem. Either way. I mean, I was irritated. The first time, actually, I started the whole mission over again because I'd gone too far into too many saves into the final room. But I had to start the entire mission over again from pre-mission choice of going to the Geoscape, choosing the mission, and choosing my team again, which gave me the unique opportunity to do something I've been wanting to do and generally don't get a chance to do, which is mind control a gatekeeper, which is really handy. That's another glitch they need to fix in War of the Chosen. Normally, if you mind control a gatekeeper and use the gateway ability, you bring the enemy dead back to life, just like the gatekeeper normally does when he does a gatekeeper or a gateway. But on this one, it wouldn't do it. It sent out the wave, but nobody was resurrected as a Psi zombie, and there were a couple of mutons, a couple of Andromedons, which I'm not too worried about the Andromedons, but there were a couple of mutons, several actually, within that arc, and not one of them resurrected. Well, anyway, I declared that game that I gave up again, and just declared it a win. Started a new campaign because I didn't miss having my own characters from my own character pool. I even created one of the characters I created in that character pool was based on Christopher Odd. One based on moi, and some based on friends. Some based on other people, musicians, that kind of thing. But yeah, I have to give it outside of the one or two little glitches I had there, and the occasional crash. But I think a lot of people have been having problems with the occasional crash. I have one or two crashes throughout the campaign, one, two, or three. I think I had 4 all told, where the game crashed. Outside of that, it was excellent. 5 stars, must buy. If you were on the fence about it, it's totally worth it. Yeah, I know it's expensive, but totally worth it. I mean, there's so much new material in that game that it's basically a new game. That's why it's so much. So if you were on the fence about it, I recommend going and getting it.